Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. Today we're talking about the so-called media frenzy about LeBron James unfollowing the Cleveland Cavaliers Twitter pages and other forms of social media. We all know around this time LeBron James takes it upon himself to decompress and completely block the social media. He wants to go into his Dark Vader mode and get in touch with the Force and block everybody else out. I think the media is overreacting about LeBron James actually unfollowing the accounts because we all know this is who LeBron James is. LeBron James is simply a product of the fame. What I mean by that is he lives for this stuff. He lives for people writing stories about him. He lives for people checking their social media. He lives for cryptic messages in his social media. That's the kind of stuff that he loves to do. He likes to poke fun with the media. He likes to make things seem as if they are not. That's his MO. We all know that he's an egomaniac. We all know that this whole thing started even before Cleveland. This is before his coming back to Cleveland. This started when he was in Miami, where he couldn't find in it himself to play, number 2 to Dwayne Wade. That's why they won that. They lost that NBA Finals to the Dallas Mavericks because on paper they had way more talent than the Mavericks, but his ego wouldn't allow him to be, I guess, Dwayne Wade's Robin. You see what I'm saying? LeBron had to be Batman, and you notice that as soon as they made it where LeBron was the number 1 focal point on the team, that's when they started winning. And then once he got tired of that, and he saw that what was going to happen in Miami, he said, F that, let me go back home where I could be the focal point again. LeBron James has the mind of being the focal point, ladies and gentlemen. He loves this stuff. He loves to find anything in his power to make himself the center of attention, the center of the story. That's his MO. Like, if you haven't noticed that, that's how he is. Like, if basketball were, let's just say that basketball is like popularity contest or anything, like LeBron James would be the Kim Kardashian of basketball. You see what I'm saying? Is the Kim Kardashian of basketball or the Kanye West of basketball. They're always trying a way to be in the limelight, trying to do something different to get your attention. Because, I agree with Greeny from Mike and Mike. LeBron James doesn't like not having the spotlight on him. Like right now, everybody's talking about Curry, everybody's talking about Westbrook, everybody's talking about the Spurs. Nobody's really checking for LeBron like that. I mean, we know that the Cavs are good, but we don't think of them like that in that sense. So LeBron is looking for a new way to put himself in the spotlight, bring some attention back to himself and the Cavaliers, so to speak. And this happens with everything that LeBron does. Happened when he went to Miami with Dwayne Wade. It's happening with Kyrie Irving, where Kyrie he's not even running the offense anymore. They're having LeBron play the point forward when they have a great point guard. And they're saying that Kyrie doesn't get enough assists, which he doesn't. But part of the problem, him not getting assists, is not just because he's like a selfish player. It's because LeBron has the ball in his hands. He's initiating the offense. And that goes to show you the egocentric, the egomaniac. It's just his ego. That's who he is. He can never defer to anybody. If he ever has to defer to someone, it's not going to work out. It didn't work out in the first year of Miami when he had to defer. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to defer to a Kyrie Irving in the aspect of scoring, which he should, because Kyrie Irving is a way better scorer than he is. But at the end of the games, many games, LeBron just doesn't cut it. I think in the last 47 or 48 attempts he's taken, he's like 5 for 48. He's like 19%. For tying a game or making a game-winning shot, as opposed to Kyrie Irving, who has like a little bit better percentage and he could break down the defense a lot better. But just the simple fact that LeBron is the limelight king. He's the king. He called him King James, all right, the limelight king. And this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Even Stephen A. Smith said that LeBron James just doesn't have a temperament to take like a number 2 role or to defer to anybody. He said that, like, he's spoken to people in the league, when they talk about Klay Thompson and how he's good playing with Curry, like, they feed off each other. Like, LeBron just doesn't do stuff like that. He has to be the man. And Stephen A. Smith even said to himself, he said, if it's a situation, especially in Cleveland, where they have to win, he wants it to be because of him. See what I'm saying? When they won those championships in Miami, everybody felt like it was because of LeBron. They didn't really think like Chris Bosh did enough or Dwayne Wade did enough. When in all actuality, they played great because they learned how to be LeBron's Robin and Nightwing or whatever you want to call it. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. This is nothing new. If you see LeBron acting up or, you know, showing out or unfollowing people or trying to add, he's trying to draw up a story about himself. He likes the attention. So he's like one of those players. I don't know if you ever met him before on the court. There's players that they love pressure. They love the limelight. They love pressure. When they do a layup, they want everybody to look at them. When they cross somebody over, they want you to see that they crossed them over. When they hit the game winner, they want to pose. Like, LeBron is that player. And a lot of people are just starting to act like, oh my God, like, do you see what he's doing? Oh, he's ruffling feathers. He's always been this player. It's just the fact that he wants to win a championship bad and he wants it to be because of him. We're starting to see the real deal when it comes to him. And, you know, part of it can't help that he's a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? Even though zodiacs don't mean anything, it's just a little funny little sidebar. You know, a lot of Capricorns, that's what they like. You know, they like to be center of attention. And, hey, this is nothing new for LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen. He does this. He's done this every year. I'm turning off my social media. I'm reading these books. He takes pictures with certain teammates and not with others. And these are all little things that he likes to do. He's trying to incite something in his teammates, which I don't think he's going about it the right way. I think he's trying to inspire his teammates. He's trying to reach out to them. He's like, okay, let me do this, let me do that. You know, especially like Kyrie Irving, the way that he interacts with Kyrie, it's very awkward, and he's not really getting through to him so they can have like that D-Wade LeBron connection. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody thought that him going to Cleveland, he would have that great connection, but the way that he's acting and the way that he's trying to shun guys, shun Kevin Love, shun Kyrie, then bring him back into the fold, it's not working. And his ego is going to get the best of him and the team at the end of the day. I mean, he already got David Blatt fired, which he shouldn't have gotten fired. Now you got Tyronn Lue. You're bringing more uncertainty into the equation. And now, once again, he's back in the fold. I'm unfollowing the organization. Why would you do that? Why would you even... You know that's going to be a story. And that's the thing about LeBron, ladies and gentlemen. He knows stuff like this is going to be a story. This is why he does it. See what I'm saying? It's not like... It's sort of like the 48 Laws of Power, where he's not letting you know what he's going to do. But everything he does is for power. It's for a power struggle. He's trying to get a little bit more power. He's trying to just feed into his fan base a little bit more. He's trying to feed into his legend a little bit more. And we're all noticing this. Even like people that are big LeBron supporters, Stephen A. Smith, Mike Greenberg, Mike Golick, all these guys that love LeBron, they're just getting tired of the antics. It's just like too many antics because it's all a gimmick. It's all a gimmick. I don't know if he feels like, okay, we're not going to win, so let me do this or let me do that or let me make this about my journey. Like, he's saying stuff like my journey through the playoffs or whatever. Like, dude, I thought it was about team. Okay, now it's my journey. So you already see where it's going here. You already see where it's going. And last year was perfect for him because everybody got hurt and he put the team on his back. And when they had a 2-1 lead, everything was good. It was on his back. LeBron's the greatest. When they lost that lead and they lost the NBA Finals, nobody said anything about LeBron, how he shrunk in Game 4 or how in Game 6 he started messing around and he's becoming futile. You know, they talk about how much he averaged, but when it was winning time to close them out when they had 2-1 on their home court, they couldn't do it. Nobody ever mentions LeBron. They say he didn't have any help. But when they were up 2-1, he had enough help. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's an ego maniac. That's point blank period. You know, I think he's a great basketball player. I think he's an even better person, honestly, because of all the charitable works that he does. But the thing that people need to stop acting surprised about is when he elects to unfollow people, knowing it's going to be a story. When he shuns his teammates, knowing it's going to be a story. When he tries to yell at his teammates or alienate them, like what he used to do with Mario Chalmers was ridiculous. See what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, that's how he is. It's his way or no way. His way or the highway. And right now, a lot of you people are falling into his way. And this is not the first time you're going to hear this. And as his career unfolds and everything plays out, you'll see more and more it was about him and not about the team. And he'll make sacrifices. Yes, it will. But he has to show you that, hey, I made the sacrifice. Hey, I took less money. Hey, I did this. Hey, I contacted this guy. Hey, I did this. Hey, I made this happen. I did this. I'm doing it. You'll see. You'll see. People like that. People like that is you don't need them around you sometimes, man. Because there's a parable in the Bible. Jesus said, do not let your left hand know what your right hand does. But that's not how LeBron plays it. LeBron does this. When he does something, you all have to know. When I unfollow this, you all have to know. When I get into an argument with Kyrie or he's not happy, you all have to know. When I'm not taking a picture with the guys, you all have to know. When I'm shutting down social media, you must know. This is you. You must know. And it's crazy. Like, a lot of this stuff should not be a story. But LeBron James and his people who do a great job, because after basketball, he's gonna be like a walk-in show. He's gonna be like Shaq. Shaq has, like, you could just watch Shaq by himself. Shaq should have his own show. That's how LeBron's gonna be, because he knows how to play the media and he knows what he has to do to get your attention. And right now, he's got it. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.